In this video, you'll learn how to create Microsoft Forms for data collection. By the end, you'll know how to set up a form, choose the right types of questions, and review the responses you receive so you can gather information in a clean and organized way. Let's start from the very beginning. First, open Microsoft Forms. You can do this through your browser by going to the Microsoft Forms website or by accessing it from your Microsoft 365 apps if it's available in your organization. Once Forms is open, look for the option labeled New Form. Go ahead and click that. This creates a blank form where you can start building your survey, registration form, feedback form, or any other type of data collection tool you need. When your blank form opens, you'll see space to add a title and an optional description. It's a good idea to give your form a clear descriptive title so people immediately understand what it's for. You can also use the description to briefly explain the purpose of the form or give any special instructions like deadlines or who should fill it out. Next, start adding questions based on the data you need. Think first about what information is essential. For example, if you're collecting feedback, you might want a name field, a question about overall satisfaction, and a space for comments. If you're gathering registrations, you may need contact details and specific preferences. Each piece of information you want to collect should become a separate question in your form. To add a question, click the option to add a new question, and you'll be prompted to choose a question type. Microsoft Forms offers several types, and choosing the right one makes your data easier to review later. For open-ended answers, use the text question type. This is great for names, short responses, or detailed feedback. If you want people to pick from a list of options, choose the choice type. You can list several possible answers, and respondents can select one or more depending on how you configure it. For opinions or satisfaction levels, the rating type works well. This usually shows stars or numbers so people can rate something on a scale. As you add each question, think about how you'll use the data. For example, multiple choice questions are easier to summarize because the answers are consistent, while text questions give more detail but may take longer to review. Now, for the questions that are especially important, you'll want to mark them as required. This ensures that respondents cannot submit the form without answering those specific questions. Look for the required toggle on each question and turn it on whenever the information is critical. This is especially useful for key fields like email addresses, IDs, or mandatory feedback. Once you've added your questions and adjusted the settings, your form is ready to collect responses. Share it with others using the link, email, or other sharing options provided in Microsoft Forms. As responses start coming in, go to the responses section of your form. Here, you can see a summary of all the data collected. Microsoft Forms will show charts and counts for choice questions and lists of answers for text questions. You can scroll through individual responses or, if you prefer more detailed analysis, open the data in a spreadsheet. Use this section to review, filter, and interpret the information you've gathered so you can take action based on your results.